I was about to do it and then I stopped myself. Shaitan came into my head. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Even though there was an inclination, there was that goodness inside of me wanted to do it, but I didn't end up doing it. I get jealous. I think I get jealous when I hear of Muslims with such amazing character, way better than mine. I think in those moments, I realize there's still something in me. There's still some selfishness, some ego in me.
The only thing he had that was sheltering himself and his own child, he was willing to give up and give to a total stranger.
An American woman recently shared a heartwarming story about her encounter with a Muslim man, a moment that profoundly touched her and challenged her view of kindness. Through her TikTok account at The Modern Mental Mom, she recounted the incident that unfolded when she and her young child were attending a fair. They were enjoying their day together when heavy rain suddenly fell, forcing them to cut their visit short and find a way back home. As the rain poured down and the fairgrounds grew busy and hectic, a Muslim man stepped forward without a second thought and offered much-needed help. His kindness stood out all the more because amid a crowd of thousands of people, no one else chose to come forward, except for this one person.
You will not believe what this Muslim man did to me and my son. Me and my kids went to the Renaissance Fair and we didn't know that it was supposed to rain. We're there for about an hour and it starts like torrential downpouring, okay? So bad to where my shoes and my ankles completely covered in mud and we're just soaked through with rain. And as we're walking through the crowd, okay, and I'm talking hundreds, maybe thousands of people are surrounding us, heading back to the car, this Muslim man stops me, and I know he's Muslim because he's wearing a keffiyeh, and he's with like his, I want to say 10-year-old son. This guy had the audacity to offer me and my son his umbrella. The only thing he had that was sheltering himself and his own child, he was willing to give up and give to a total stranger to shelter me and my son. I had to basically beg him, like, no, it's okay, because we're heading back to the car right now. I don't want to take your umbrella if we're just going to be in the car in the next, 10 minutes. But I have to tell you, it was such, a quick experience, but I will remember that kindness and compassion for the rest of my life.
For the woman, this small but powerful act made a deep and lasting impact on her. She felt profoundly touched and grateful, not just for the physical help, but for the kindness of a complete stranger who crossed boundaries of culture, religion, and background to ease her struggles. It was a vivid reminder that compassion knows no borders.
Firstly, I just want to comment on the fact why I'm getting emotional. Is because literally only a few days ago, subhanAllah, I was out with Khadija and it was raining like crazy. It was really raining. And Khadija was in her pram and she had the rain cover over, so she was protected. And I had an umbrella. And I saw this homeless man sleeping on the floor and he had no protection. He was getting wet in the rain. And I thought to myself, I should give this man my umbrella. That was the thought that went through my head. And I was about to do it and then I stopped myself and I said, no, you're going to get wet. And Shaitan came into my head and I was like, you're going to get wet and you're going to get home and you're going to be soaked and all this kind of stuff. And I didn't do it. I didn't give the homeless man my umbrella, even though there was an inclination, there was that goodness inside of me wanted to do it, but I didn't end up doing it. And I get jealous. I think I get jealous. MashaAllah, tabarakallah, Allah. No evil eye, but I do get jealous when I hear of Muslims with such amazing character, way better than mine. SubhanAllah. I think in those moments, I realize there's still something in me. There's still some selfishness, some ego in me. But wow, subhanAllah, those moments are so powerful. When everyone says the best dawah is character, right? This is the reason why, because we shouldn't let media win the war. We shouldn't have what media portrays us as the first image in people's head. There's so many Muslims here that we need to somehow make it so that when people think of Muslims, they think of their neighbour who brought some food for them, or they think of that man at the theme park, wherever she was, who gave the umbrella. That because there's so many of us here in Western countries, we absolutely have the ability to tackle that. We have the ability to tackle shaitan and shaitan pushing that negative image of us out into the world with just these small acts of kindness. I mean, this is not small, this is a big act of kindness. He had his son with him. It wasn't just him he was giving up it up for his son as well. In a very, very famous hadith in Bukhari and Muslim, the hadith says, the best among you are those who have the best character and manners. The best among you are those of the best character and manners. This man is way better than me. I was tested in this exact same situation and I failed and he passed, mashallah. In a hadith in Tirmidhi, it says, there is nothing heavier on the scales in the day of judgment than someone's good character. Another hadith, Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him, says, I was only sent to perfect character. I was only sent to perfect good character. Only, the word only is in there. I was only sent to perfect good character. There was one woman who used to throw trash on Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him's home every single day. Every single day she would throw trash on his home. And then she stopped coming. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, asked about her. He said, where is this lady? Why has she stopped coming? And he found out she was sick. So he went to visit her. Even the story that I talk about in all of my videos of the woman who hated him. And she had heavy bags that she was carrying. And he stopped and he helped her. She didn't know it was he was who he was. She didn't know he was Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And he was helping her carry these bags. And he helped her carry these bags all the way back to her house. And the whole time she's going on, this prophet this prophet, he's this, he's that, saying all these horrible things about him. And when they got back to the house, she said, oh, so what's your name? And he said, Muhammad. And she said, I'm really sorry. And she became Muslim there and then. Just because he didn't take it as an ego attack. He saw an opportunity to help and he helped. I mean, even animals came to him. Even the story of a camel that was crying came to Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him. Came to him, and Prophet Muhammad, peace upon him, caressed him and looked after him and said to the people, fear Allah with these animals, do not overburden them. Even that love and kindness to animals. Even cried for the animal. He stroked it and he cried for it because this animal came to him crying. This is Islam. Islam is not just about praying in the mosque. This is Islam. Having good character. The Prophet, peace be upon him, he was the best of characters. SubhanAllah, this story has really touched me. I think if you take anything from this video, please just take it in your heart that we need to do more as an ummah to be better people to those around us.